Good Friday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. On this Friday, the 13th, hopefully nobody has triskaidekaphobia. I'm not going to ask anybody to spell it. And welcome to our all streaming here at 8:30. We'll have Mitch and Casey along here in a moment. They'll take a look at some of the news headlines. And we're going to do some nowcasting here in a moment, but we've been talking with the folks, been talking with Kenny Perkins down at 14 employee here at WC Handy. Now they're looking at some rain at lunch hour, but then tonight kind of dodging some scattered showers and storms. We're going to talk about the severe weather threats here in a moment. And if you have some comments on Facebook, once we get started, I'll go down and look at those with WC Handy. And also very similar story for Friday after 5. And I want to show you the rain and storm chances. We've talked for a few days, an area of low pressure is coming in here, kind of getting stuck. It's been a pattern that we've been in, kind of a paradigm we've been in since early May, going back to Derby weekend. But we're going to see showers and storms today. Some breaks during the afternoon. Now, Saturday, have the crews in on the west side. There's a chance that most of Saturday morning could just be overcast with some spotty showers, and then kind of a classic June pattern as we go into next week. Once this low departs, where we'll have these daily afternoon and evening rinse and repeat thunderstorms, along with generally in this time of year where we feature partly sunny skies. Now, we talked yesterday, there was a case to be made for a level 1 threat for severe storms. We're in a general risk, and the Storm Prediction Center did add a couple of counties to that level 1 threat. It's across western Kentucky, but does not include a tornado threat. Of course, a flooding threat, we can see several inches of rain. So it's down through Muhlenberg, Ohio, Hancock County, southern stretches there of Perry County. It's a level 1 threat for a few severe thunderstorms. So right now we'll do a little nowcasting. I'm going to take Doppler radar full. We're going to make some stops. And I talked to a lot of folks, and when we get requests, could you do a little more tracking? Maybe you have to be at work by 9, or you're already there, you're on your first coffee break. So I'll just take you through, and you're away from our programming, so I'm just going to track for you here on Doppler radar. So we have our first lightning strikes of the day are down in Dawson Springs, south there of Madisonville. It's a sub-severe storm there in progress, but Dawson Springs, those areas there in yellow and red indicate some heavier bands of showers as you work down through Hopkins County. We'll take this and we'll make a few additional stops here. Now, as you get up towards Boonville, Jasper, Huntingburg, up towards Hayesville, you have some rain there along 231, covering Ireland along Highway 56. And then here's a look at that storm in Madisonville into Earlington, Nortonville, Highway 62. And then along towards Beulah, and then up to Madisonville, Nortonville. We've had 3 or 4 strikes there. And that's generally working from the southwest to the north and east. So that's working out towards Sacramento and Bremen. It's not associated with the severe storm. So Sacramento, right near the school there, along Highway 81, south there of Calhoun. That storm gets together, or holds together, we'll get out towards Island, Livermore, kind of along the Rough and Green Rivers there, if you live near those areas, in Buck Creek. And then some showers, no lightning down through Morganfield and Sturgis. Now I'm going to remove the rain in a moment. We'll take a look at any potential hail core. I don't see a lot of hail, but we'll probably be showing a little bit here aloft as you get down through St. Charles. Yeah, well, we'll do that right now. And I'll take that full. So you can get some Peter Marble size hail. We'll widen it out here in just a moment. So it's down through Madisonville, Earlington, along 112, Highway 70 in these locations, south there of Hanson. Here's a wider view. We've had some storms down as I'll kind of loop the hail. They're running off to the northeast. And here's a wide view. That area of low pressure is down through, we call it little short waves, down through southern Missouri and then into Arkansas. And as I draw the arrows, it's going to kind of set up across our area and kind of sit and spin over the weekend. It's not going to rain through the entire time, Friday through Sunday. In fact, the drier of the weekend days would be Sunday. So that's synoptically what we're looking at. And let's run down our temps. A little warmer down through Memphis, 75 in Indy, 62 in Chicago. And our cloud guidance, we have cloud layers from 800 feet to about 10,000. And then we're looking at a little bit of sunshine as we go into the afternoon hours, just a little bit during that stretch. So I love this map. All the percentages are laid out there in cloud percentages overall. Current temps, they're not doing a whole lot. We're looking at temps generally into the 70s. As we go hour by hour, it looks like this. Best setup for showers, a few storms here early, and then becoming scattered nature as we go into the afternoon. We're going to keep an eye on Owensboro on Friday after 5. They were in here on 14 News Sunrise. Right now it's a go. It's a green light, but we'll have to bob and weave around some storms tonight. And generally, as I mentioned, the severe weather threats are low. So I'm going to take this full. I've switched the guidance since 14 News Sunrise. I'm using the rapid refresh model because I think it's doing the best job. Well, this takes us 10 this morning. If you head down for lunch at WC Handy, a few storms possible. And then we go fairly quiet during the afternoon. We still have, you see the areas there in white, still showing generally overcast skies, a little breakout sunshine. So you get these scattered thunderstorms. Now, worst case, we could run into a severe thunderstorm warning or two as we go through tonight. Now, Saturday, you got the cruise in going on the west side. Kind of cloudy with some spotty showers. Might you have a round of golf, might even sneak that in. And then a little more active as you go into the afternoon and evening on Saturday. You see how the atmosphere is kind of, it's interesting that low when I was turning everything counterclockwise, how the atmosphere is kind of turning counterclockwise. That's that area of low pressure. So they've been kind of stuck in play, especially on our weekends. So Saturday, late afternoon, if you're heading down for the conclusion of WC Handy, this is encouraging. And this is what hopefully will match up on the radar where we miss out on some of these showers because we've had plenty of rain. Now Saturday, once again, the severe weather threats are to our west, of all places back through Montana down into Texas and those locations. I'll take this full again. Now as we go into Sunday, this is going to be the drier of the weekend days on Father's Day. In fact, this is the best case for a little bit of sunshine as we go into Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the dads. If you're visiting, we welcome you. And on Sunday, the severe weather threats, a general risk. We get some questions on this. You can have winds at 20 to 30 miles an hour. Of course, all storms produce lightning overall. So we're not expecting anything as far as widespread severe weather during that time frame as we go into Sunday. I wanted to show you one more item. This is the most pessimistic as far as clouds and rain are concerned as we go through Saturday. The European model all week has shown pretty good chances for rain on Saturday, even some opportunities as we go into the morning hours overall. So this takes us through Saturday, and then it kicks out on Sunday. We're trending a little bit drier. There's the extended forecast. A look at Father's Day. Then we're more into a classic, what I would call a classic June pattern where we have these, it frustrates a lot of folks where we have these 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon, each afternoon and evening. But there is a case next week. We could add some alert days in the middle of next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. We would have some opportunities for some severe thunderstorms. Hey, Mitch and Casey. Hey, this is fun. It's laid back. There's not a lot of rules. I'm going to take this full in a moment. I just want to go over to folks some of your comments. We appreciate you timing in. Troy, good morning to you guys down in Muhlenberg County. Jeff Miller in Sava. We appreciate these rain reports. 300s in Sava. That's north of Mount Vernon and western stretches there of Posey County. And, Mitch, he does an encore. He's doing an encore. Used to see him in concert. Brenda, Ruth, good morning to you, to the Adams family down there. We appreciate all of you. This is something we're going to be doing each morning here at 8:30. Of course, Mitch Carter and Casey Mason will be along with the news. Hope everyone has an excellent weekend. I'm just going to shut my mic off, and we'll talk to you soon, Mitch and Casey, in a moment.
To plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
All right, here we are officially. That was a little preview earlier of
Yeah.
you, Mitch.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us
Good
here. I just
morning.
realized we didn't change our background. There's a forecast still up. Give me a second here.
Hey, that's why we're going live, guys. And this is our CTV room. We've been talking about it for the past really couple of weeks for you all. And we officially launched this thing live on Wednesday. Here it is Friday. you gave
Doing our
our
best.
secret away.
Doing
They
our
thought
best
we were
out here.
really in the control room. But yeah, so we're on set here. We can make the set whatever we want it to be. And now we're in the production room. So
There you go.
yeah, kind of running our own graphics, our own video. As we've told you all, if this is your first time joining us or you've been with us all week, that we are basically going to start off with weather every day with Byron. Then Mitch and I are going to bring you some headlines from this morning and kind of recap something fun towards the end of this. I think today we should chat about, well, it's Father's Day weekend.
And it's
What's
Father's
everyone's
Day weekend.
plans?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you guys could comment on our Facebook Live or over on YouTube, however you're connecting with us this morning, and just tell us what your plans are this weekend. And lots of festivals and fun things going on, which takes us to the top of the show here. Let's get to it, Mitch.
Well, speaking of that, of
Yeah.
course, last night, Zydeco Night at the WC Handy Blues and Barbecue Festival in Henderson. Of course, with their signature food and music there, it's a fan favorite. Here's some sights and sounds right here on your screen. Check them out. Rolling up the dogs there, getting the rice and beans mixed up. Community members there, of course, coming out in droves to get food and listen to some music with the Cajun twist. Live music there kicked off the night's festivities, and Zydeco Night, of course, one of Handy Fest's most popular nights. The money raised there goes toward keeping the festival going.
Yeah, that's right. The other day I had to ask you, I said, what is this word and how do you say
Yeah.
it? Zydeco.
It's a
Never
fan
heard
favorite
of it
around here.
before.
It is
Yeah.
different, though. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be a good event, of course, if you enjoy live music and family and food, which who wouldn't? Go check that out. Of course, Friday After 5 happening this week as well.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
We had Gabby Knight on the show earlier.
Had her this morning. Yeah, you can find that online at 14news.com. We do her. She's there all the time talking
She's
about
great.
it. So she's awesome.
Yeah,
we
they
love Friday
said
After
rain
5.
or shine, they still have a good time out there.
No doubt.
So let's switch gears a little bit here now. We are going to go from festivals to sports because this is a big deal taking place right now. We have got the Henderson High School softball team heading off to Lexington. This is yet again, they've done this before, you guys. The Lady Colonels are making their third straight trip to UK's campus there, and they're hoping to win back-to-back state titles, Mitch. After beating North Laurel 4-1 and then Davis County 7-0, they now face Scott County. That's happening this morning. Despite really being into their summer break,
Yeah.
they are still putting it all out there on the field. Take a look.
I can't give enough credit to my upperclassmen. Years past, the ones that are gone and the ones that are still here. It's all about mentoring the young ones, letting them know the right way to do things, leading by example. Work hard, and it's infectious. If you work hard, it's infectious. Everybody works hard, and keep each other accountable.
Yeah, so if the team wins, they're going to move on to, of course, that big title game there, which will take place tomorrow, and we're going to keep you updated. Best of luck to them.
Absolutely. Well, of course, third time in a row. Lady Colonels putting on a show there. We love to see our tri-state teams, especially our high school teams, and this late into the summertime with the softball team going out there and taking care of business. Good luck. Congratulations no matter what. You made it this far. Very, very impressive.
That's right. Well said. You definitely have a lot to be proud of,
Yeah.
you guys. Good luck. We'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
keeping tabs on that game for sure.
No doubt. And then crossing the border here to Indiana, happening today, Gamebridge Fieldhouse up in Indy, hosting Game 4 now of the NBA Finals between the Indiana Pacers and OKC. It comes, of course, after the Pacers picked up a huge victory on Wednesday in their quest for an NBA title, defeating the Thunder 116-107 in Game 3 at home. That win there giving Indiana a 2-1 lead in the final series, and of course, star point guard Tyrese Halliburton shining with 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists. Most overrated, yeah, whatever you say. There he goes. Many players in the team there crediting the energy from the fans for how well they were able to play.
Well, I always like to remind people that the Indiana Pacers, not the Indianapolis Pacers. I think the Pacers do a good job. They do like pre-game or preseason camps all throughout the state, Fort Wayne, Evansville. It is hard to get folks from Southern Indiana to buy in, but growing up in Evansville, I always cared about them. I know that, it's just a basketball state.
No doubt. In 49 other states, it's just basketball. In Indiana, it just
it.
means more. That game starts tonight at 7:30 Central Time. And, of course, we'll have all the highlights tonight on 14 News at 10. Very
That's
exciting
right.
stuff.
That's right. Lots going on. Yeah. So recapped a couple of headlines from this morning. Of course, you can always catch Byron, Mitch, and I live on 14 News Sunrise in the studio from 4:30 for you,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I join from 5 to 7. But if you missed our show this morning, or maybe just didn't get enough of us, every day 8:30, guys,
here.
we'll be right here doing this. So now let's kind of get to chit-chatting about our weekend. Let's hop
Got
over.
some comments
yeah,
here.
let's see what we have people saying.
Seeing good morning from Casey's house.
Yes, that's
Good morning,
right.
Sean.
My big sister Sean babysitting my little girl Addie for me this morning. Shout out Sean. And of course, Scott Mason, you know, my dad, he watches every morning. So hi, Dad.
We're big Scott Mason fans
We
here on
are.
the Sunrise crew. Good
We
morning,
at least
Scott.
We know have him tuning in every day.
No doubt. Got Emily, our news director,
Yes.
over there in her office. Morning,
Hey,
Emily. How's it going?
Erickson. Let's see. Who else? Any other coworkers watching this morning? Of course, we have hellos from Robert Cornwell saying good luck to the girls on the softball game there this weekend.
We got Dwayne saying, Connor, congrats. We're so excited for you. Make a great missionary. So proud of you. Love you. Congratulations. You will make a great missionary, I'm sure of it. Wherever your mission's at, should be really cool there.
Yeah.
So excited to see people tuning in now and joining us.
Love
We
it.
want you guys to ask us questions. We want to talk to you guys. You know, our big shtick with this is it's a self-contained room. As you saw here, I had a weather forecast up still I had to fix in the back. So it is a two-man band in here, and Byron's a one-man band, of course. So it's very kind of laissez-faire. We want to talk to you guys, get to
Yeah.
know you, have you get to know us some more as well. Of course, Casey, you're still relatively new here, not new to
am.
Tri-State, from here,
Yeah.
but new to 14 News. So we're excited to have you guys chatting with us and talking to us. We want to get to know you better, and the same for you guys at home.
Definitely. You've done a great job training me, though.
what I'm here
When
for.
can I no longer use the new card excuse? So we're getting close to my
got time.
deadline. So, okay, so Father's Day weekend, of course. We had Mother's Day. I got to enjoy my weekend a couple weekends back, but now it's Father's Day. So I want to give a big shout out to my husband, Will, who is a fantastic dad and husband to our 3-year-old little girl, Adeline Ainsworth, and my dad, Scott Mason. We talked about him a minute ago. Because
Joining us this morning.
the man is keeping 14 News in business. He tunes in every day, and I appreciate that so much. I have a great mom, too, of course. But and then my father-in-law, William Ainsworth. My husband's family is actually from Madisonville, Kentucky.
There you go.
So it's exciting to have some viewership in that area and, of course, to have some ties there in Kentucky as well.
No
so
doubt.
shout out, hi, William, and happy Father's Day to you.
I guess
So-
I'll hit one of those too. Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day to my dad, Chad, and then my father-in-law, Russell. I know, for those who don't know, I'm from Huntingburg, so we're from both the northern parts of our DMA here, the Tri-State. So happy Father's Day to you too. I think my dad's going to come to town tonight, so I'll see him later.
Yeah, did you say you guys are getting food, or you're going to go out to eat? Is
Might
that
go
right?
to Roadhouse. I don't
Ooh.
want to. I mean, if you see us out there, maybe say hi. No
That's
big
right.
deal. It's-
He'll sign some autographs.
well, no flash photography, please, in the restaurant.
I do love Texas Roadhouse. Their rolls, that's my favorite part of the meal. But
Come
then when
on.
they bring your food out, you're full, and you're like, well, I need a to-go box.
Speak for
So,
yourself.
yeah.
I can put them away. I'm known for at least a basket or two myself. I'll handle it. No big deal.
I think we're gonna grill out at my in-laws this weekend, and they're all great cooks in that family. I cannot say the same, but even if the weather's not great, hey, we're just gonna be together, have some fun. That's what it's all about. So,
No doubt.
well, let's see. I know Byron kind of covered the forecast, like pops of rain, nothing too severe, so that's good, and kind of recapped what we're doing this weekend, and we love to hear from you today as well. Anything else, Mitch?
Before we
head out?
go, your dad, Scott,
Oh.
commented here and said, Mitch, rumor has it each morning you match your tie to Casey's wardrobe. So
That's
for those who
right.
are longtime Sunrise viewers, I did this with Jamie as well, where I do match, and it's on purpose. I will come in and try to wear like a neutral fit. So I've got kind of a white shirt on with purple flowers on it. And obviously I knew you were wearing blue today for
Yes.
men's health month.
That's
so I knew
right.
that was coming, so I was ready for that. But yeah, every morning I show up, and when Casey strolls in here, whatever she's wearing, I'll find a tie to match. So you will catch us, barring some emergency where I don't have a tie that matches, which will be rare, we'll match every day. So
He does have quite the collection here at his desk, I will say.
I'm a
People
hoarder.
love it. I was one of the first things when I started this job that someone from my hometown in Princeton, Indiana, shout out, they asked me, they said, oh, are you and Mitch going to try to match like he and Jamie did? And I said, what do you mean? And
Yeah.
like, every day he matches his tie to Jamie. And what we've noticed is I don't really have a lot of colors in my wardrobe. So we're going to start to, maybe add some spring
Branch
and
out a little
summer
bit.
colors. But you do a great job. And just remember,
Much
he matches
appreciated.
to me, not the other way around.
bingo.
No,
Well, what
it's
do
a
you
fun
say?
thing we do. And on Wednesdays, we wear pink.
There you go. We've got it all figured out. We're a real Mean Girls fan
That's right.
station here. Yeah, you want to wrap
I
this
think
thing
that's
up?
it for the day. Again, we are so appreciative for those of you who are catching on to this kind of routine now at
Yeah.
8:30. Tell your friends, family, and just say, hey, if you guys didn't get enough of Casey, Byron, and Mitch, they'll be back at 8:30. We also want to promote Jamie, Rob coming up. Is it 2:30? Is that
2:30
right?
every day.
Weather around.
Same time. Yeah,
Same
they're kind
time,
of the same thing we
yeah.
do. So I believe they're also, Emily, I know you're watching. I apologize if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure they're the same way. Weather's first.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's Arden Gregory or Michael Fecca, maybe even Jeff Lyons.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do 2:30 first, with Rob and Jamie joining after, doing kind of the same thing we're doing, kind of trying to meet you guys at home where you're at
Yeah.
if you missed the normal newscast. So,
So just a heads up, we're going to promote them coming up at 2:30. So other than that, we're going to get out of here, all right? We're halfway done with our work day. Sorry about you guys.
yeah, stay safe. Enjoy your Friday the 13th and your somewhat rainy weekend. Go out there and enjoy one of the many festivals. Happy Father's Day, and I guess we'll see you guys bright and early on Monday.
That's right. See you guys.
Take care.